Hi guys, welcome back to FKG's Loud Thought for the week. I hope you had a very good and a restful weekend. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. My name is Kende and I film about faith, lifestyle, motherhood and every good stuff in between. And if you are a returning viewer or returning subscriber, thank you for coming back on my page. I really appreciate it. So this week I'll be talking about what you have seen on the description. I'll be talking about God has a sense of humor. And why did I say that, or why did that topic come in mind? It was actually God that placed that topic in my mind, and I'm going to be talking about it this way. So sometimes last year, I went to intern in a company, and upon getting to the company, I'm like, oh my God, I desire to work here. Looking at how they were working, looking at some department that had uniform, I'm like, God, I desired this. And that company was way far from where I was living. So in my mind, I'm like, even if I desired this, will I come all the way down? But the company had branches even close to where I was. But I was just telling God that I desire to work in this kind of place. It was not something I prayed about it, yes, but it was not like a major prayer point for me, but I did pray about it and I left it and I forgot. Fast forward to this year, I got a contract to work with that company for 6 months, and when I resumed, I was taken to that branch that I interned, and I prayed that like I desire to work here. And when I got to that branch, they took me to another department, not the department that I interned. They took me to another department. So upon getting to that department, I just started my days. So the manager just came. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to be here. There's somebody else in the other department another department that she wants to bring here. So I should go and swap. So I went to the other department to swap. And those ones were like, they're sorry, not because they don't like me, they don't want me, but because currently because I have to go through induction process, and they're like, they have so many hands on deck. They are very busy that they cannot do my induction for me. That they were going to call another department if they could take an inductee, that kind of thing. So while I was waiting, I rang my line manager and said, this is what is going on. That what should I do? Should I just stay here? My line manager was like, I should wait. Was going to ring me back and check for a department that was ready to take an inductee and like that. And when my line manager rang me back, he told me to go to that department where I interned last year. I didn't even make any meaning out of it. I went to the department and I saw the first lady that I admired. I'm like, God, I want to work here. I saw her as I was stepping into that department. And I carried out my day activity and just going my induction and all. So while I was on break, God was like, reminded me, like, did you remember when you desired to work in this department? Did you remember that first lady you saw when you entered this morning? Did you remember what you said when you saw her the last time you were in this department? And I'm like, God must have a good sense of humor. He must be having a very good laugh as he was reminding me, It just shows us that God is intentional about us. And God answers prayers, even the tiniest of prayers. It might not come the time we were expecting it. It might not come in our humanly speaking time, in our humanly speaking time frame that we have laid for ourselves. But it just shows that God answers prayers. Because I'm wondering, why of all departments that first day, even after I had been to 2 departments, why did I land on this department that I prayed and admired the people that were in that department? Why? Because God is just trying to pass a message that He is so intentional about all of us. He hears our prayers, even the tiniest of them, even those heartfelt desires that you think, I would just desire to work here. And the funny thing is, my prayer point for jobs has exceeded wanting to work in that department or in that organization, really. Because since towards the end of last year, I've changed my mind. I'm like, God, I don't think I want to work here anymore. I want another place. And I've been praying about that since December. But I'm using this to say that I know God will answer the new job prayer and I will get what I want. But it just shows us that God hears. So don't give up on God. Don't give up on your prayers. Those places that you desire to go, that work that you desire, the children that you desire, the career promotion that you desire, the career growth that you desire, those things that you see and you are like wishing that, oh God, I just want to be here. Trust me, God hears. He sees, and He is going to do it. Will it happen in our human time frame? I don't know. But one thing I know, in His time, He will do it. I intended that company, I think April, May last year. And this is January, February. And I'm back in that same place. What I prayed for since May last year, So God hears, God sees. He's taking His time to work things out for us. He's taking His time to work out the best for us. He's so intentional, even about the details of our life. Because I know if He's not intentional about the details of our life, He's not going to take me back to the exact department. But He's taking me back to that department because this is that department that you prayed. This is that department that you desired. So God is very, very intentional about us. The Bible says the hair on our heads, as they are looking in multitudes, they are numbered. It's not like it's counted. They are numbered. So there's hair number 1, hair number 2, hair number 3, and like that. So He's very intentional about us to the tiniest of details. So this week, I'm just trying to encourage us. Don't give up on God. Don't stop praying too. Everything that you have prayed for, we trust God to bring it to pass. The Bible says He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. Above all that we can ask or think. No matter how big what you're thinking that you're asking God for is, God has a bigger answer for you. He has a bigger plan for you. So go in this might in this week, trusting God that He hears you, He answers, and He's going to bring it to pass. Thank you for coming and stopping by. I hope you have a good week. And just remember, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Have a blessed week. Bye.